Hi, it's Sandy from sandyempowers, and welcome to day 63 of the Visibility Challenge. And today's topic is to acknowledge, celebrate without judgment. And that applies to anything that you've done, anything new, no matter how small. It's all part of your growth and your personal development. And I like to use the analogy of a baby that's learning to walk. You see, the baby can see all these other people walking around on two legs, and eventually it gets the strength to pull itself up and maybe stand up by itself and fall down. It stands up, falls down, stands up, falls down, stands up, falls down. And yet we celebrate that. We acknowledge it, we encourage, and then comes the day, stands up, takes one step and falls down. But we're so used to looking for all the things that are wrong, all the things that didn't work, comparing ourselves with what our expectations were, or what other people are doing, or what we think we should be doing, that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come, what we've achieved. It's not just the step that you've taken, it's all the steps that you've taken prior to that. The steps to prepare for taking that step. And for the co-authors, one of those steps has been learning new technology, learning to be seen and heard, hence the Visibility Challenge. And now we're doing live videos, interviewing each other. So since my last solo visibility presentation, going live, I've done 7 interviews. So 4 of those where I've interviewed and 3 so far where I have been interviewed. And that's been a big jump because it's different technology. There's another element of surprise if you're using new technology. There's another person to take into account. Most of us have not interviewed or been interviewed online before. And there's also that element of surprise when perhaps there's an issue with the internet or the sound doesn't come out as perfectly as we'd like. But yet we need to celebrate that we did it. We overcame our fears. We learnt the technology. We put ourselves out there. And we overcame some beliefs along the way. Beliefs that, perhaps we can't do it. We're not good enough. All those things that we have overcome, we are now acknowledging and celebrating. And without the judgment, just know that whatever the experience, treat it as feedback. It's feedback to say, well, I could improve here. It's feedback to learn something more, perhaps from somebody more experienced, about how we can avoid the situation that we weren't anticipating, the unexpected hiccups that happen along the way. So I invite you in your journey to acknowledge every step that you take and every pre-step that you take, all the things leading up to that step, to celebrate the fact that you took those steps, to celebrate that you are doing things for you and without judgment. Just treat it as feedback. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. It's just feedback. It's an experience, and from that experience, you've learned and you've grown. So I hope that you have been inspired by these recent interviews and will continue to tune in. We have more to come. And I'd like to thank you for watching and listening and encourage you to be in your true power by acknowledging yourself, your steps, recognizing and celebrating your achievements, and do it with a love and a compassion rather than judgment. So thank you for watching and listening.